Welcome back to Smoky Ribs. I'm Russ Jones. Today we're going to be doing another seafood boil. We have Hurricane Nate coming in tonight somewhere between 7 and 10, so I'm trying to hurry up and knock this video out so we can get everything put up and hunker down for this storm. What I'm going to be doing is another seafood boil. This is my 2017 seafood boil, and in this video I'm going to be showing you some pro tips to where you can really make the finest, best boiled shrimp there is. I'm going to be reviewing a brand new product. This is called the Boil Boss. I met the owners yesterday. They came from New Orleans to my house here and discussed how this thing works, the right way to use it. So we'll be showing that in the video as well. Stick around, you don't want to miss that. We're going to see how this bad boy works. And if you're wondering what it does, instead of icing your boil down to stop the cooking process, this is going to cool that pot in like 3 to 4 minutes, just like ice would. Let's get busy. All right, we're going to fire this pot up. We have ignition. All right, I hope y'all can hear me over this loud pot, that loud burner. What I've done is I took all these lemons earlier and I zested them. I've got all the zest removed from the lemons, and I'll show you a little later what you do with the zest. I actually learned that yesterday from one of the owners of the Boil Boss. So we're just going to cut these in half, get them ready for the pot. Now in addition to that, I also got some mandarin oranges we're going to be going in with. Citrus and seafood boils go fantastic together. I realize a lot of people on the East Coast steam their shrimp. I've done steamed shrimp. They're good. They cook good. But I promise you, you can get more flavor in this food by boiling than any other method, hands down. All right, we got steam coming out of this pot, so that's telling me we got to roll and boil. Oh yeah, she's ready. Now the first thing you want to do is add in all your powder seasonings, let them start dissolving. And what I'm using, one of the things I'm using is Zatarain's Pro Boil. This is 3 pounds, entire contents going in. Now I was talking with the owner of the Boil Boss yesterday, and he was telling me how he takes that Pro Boil and he does a mix between that and the Cajun boil. This smells really good. Good stuff. Going in. I got 2 of these going in actually. There's the second one. Now one thing I always add into my crawfish and shrimp boils is also the Zatarain's, their concentrated liquid crab boil. I usually go in with a whole 16-ounce bottle. And the reason I am is because this is 20 gallons of water in this pot. 20 whole gallons. It's a lot of water. All right, now here is a trick that I learned from my good friend Keith Jenkins. This is pureed onion. You just take onions and puree it in a processor along with a little water. Did the same thing with celery. I got about 5 or 6 stalks of celery that I pureed. Now I'm putting in 6 heads of garlic. I took and cut the tops off this garlic to expose the garlic. Just toss it in there. In addition, I've got these flow-through crab ball bags. I'll throw about 3 or 4 of them in. There's 3. Let's do 1 more for good measure. Now you can't do a boil without citrus. So I have all these lemons. It's around 10 lemons. Actually, that was more like a dozen lemons. And I love to put the addition of oranges in this as well. There goes some mandarin oranges. I think I had a total of 4 of those before I sliced them. I know people that also use grapefruit. Anything with a good citrus flavor goes really good in these boils. All right, we're just gonna give all this a really good stir. We're gonna let this boil like this for at least another good 5 minutes. Try to dissolve all that. Now what I want to do at this point is I'm actually going to extract a little bit of this water. I'll let that cool for a few seconds. We're actually going to taste it for saltiness. That way we can kind of judge how much salt has to go in. You do have to add salt because of the potatoes, the corn, the mushrooms, things like that going in. It requires it, plus the shrimp needs it. The crab boil really doesn't quite have enough, or most of them that I use, some of them are real salty, so you have to really be selective on what kind of boil mix you use. All right, so we definitely need salt. I'm gonna go in with 1 cup of this Jacobson, the Jacobson Pure Kosher Sea Salt. That should do it. All right, what I want to add in now is the thing that takes the longest to cook, and that would be these little red new potatoes. Little 48-ounce bag of those going in. You can always add more. There's plenty of water and seasoning to do more, but for the amount of people we're feeding today, that's plenty. All right, now what I have is I got some poke brand. This is a Cajun style sausage that I took earlier, and I fried it in a pan to try to get rid of some of the grease. You're not going to get rid of all of it. The grease really isn't going to hurt anything, but man, you talk about some delicious sausage. This stuff's got some heat to it as well, but not overdoing it, you know, just a good, nice heat. Sausage goes in, and we're also going to put in a carton of these button mushrooms. Man, these are one of my favorites always on one of these boils. If you don't like mushrooms, you might find you like these a lot. We're going to put the lid on this. We're going to go about another 10 minutes. All right, now for the next 5 minutes, we're going in with this corn. This is just frozen corn like you get in your supermarket. A lot of people will put this in at the end to help cool their pot down, but that would kind of defeat my purpose today of trying out this Boil Boss to see just what it can do. Now it's time for the shrimp. We've got a mixture of shrimp here. This is the jumbo shrimp going in. And I've got some medium going in. Now this is where you want to take and turn your heat wide open. Get it back to a boil just as fast as you can. With the lid on. Should take roughly 2 minutes. In about a minute and a half, we do have a boil. Let it go about another 30 seconds. All right, it's been 2 minutes. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, we're boiling. This is where we cut our fire off. Cut it completely off. Remove the lid. All right, now the way they explained to me, and by the way, this fits multiple pots. The easiest way, instead of trying to latch these on, is just take it and push down. And there it is. It's hooked. I've already got a water hose hooked to it right here. It's got a valve that comes with it. There we go. Now I need to take a paddle. The whole thing about this is you got to keep the water stirring. It's only going to take like 3 minutes. It's not like you're going to be here for a very long time, about 3 minutes, but you got to keep the water moving. They said the whole thing about this is you got to keep it circulating. That way it keeps new water, so to speak, up against the walls of this pot as it's cooling it off. And it is definitely cooling that pot off. It's cold to the touch. All right, I think we've been going about 1.5 minutes. Let's see how much we dropped to. Wow. Check that out. I'm not there yet, but I'm close. I'm at 160 degrees. I ain't got 10 more degrees to go, and we're good. I tell you what, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna take this lemon zest. If you've been wondering what it's for, it goes in at the end while your water's going through the cool down process. You don't want this to boil. You want all these flavors and oils to get into this water at this state. This is gonna really make these shrimp pop. Amazing product, man. It throws some water out here. You know, I got a driveway, it's all running down the drive. It's only for 3 minutes. That works every bit as good as ice does. Unbelievable. Super impressed, Taylor and Robert, man. I'm seeing it firsthand. Let's see what we got now. I hadn't been going 3 minutes yet. I'm at 150, not even 155. That's unbelievable. Not believing my eyes here, folks. It absolutely does what they say it'll do. All right, I'm gonna cut it off. We're good enough. Now all we do at this point, just let this soak for a good 25, 30 minutes. Unbelievable. All right, let's see what we got. Head off. This is always a telltale sign on how well you're doing on your boiled. If your peeling comes right off like that did, take this other ring off, squeeze the tail, pops right off. Oh man, that is shrimp perfection right there. I am super impressed with this Boil Boss, man. The Boil Boss worked fantastic. They actually sent me 2 different sizes, and keep in mind these 2 sizes will fit multiple pots. This will fit like a 60, 80, probably up to 100 quart maybe, but the other one, the big one I've used, that will fit, I know, 100, 120, and 160. It's actually on a 160, would probably fit even a 200, not sure about that. But outstanding product. It did exactly what they said it would do. The claims are real. I didn't think it would happen, and I'm glad the wind just laid down enough for me to talk. I'm hoping that wind's not interfering with this mic too much. Storm's coming in. We got to hurry up and get all this stuff put up and hunker down. And I heard it's already at Category 2, possibly gonna make it Category 3 before it comes in here, and I'm right here close to the beach. So y'all wish me luck, and until next time, smoke your ribs.